Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's episode of Intuitive Angling, and thanks for swinging by the channel and hanging out with me a little bit. And guys, today I want to talk about, in light of what happened last spring, the tragic boating accident that claimed the lives of several people on Smith Lake during an MFL tournament. There has been a rash of tournament cancellations due to liability issues. And this is something that is new to the sport. We haven't seen anything like this before. So we're going to dig into that in today's episode and sort of give you my opinion of it, and definitely looking forward to hearing what you guys got to think about it as well. Also, guys, real quick, we do have a new shipment of my Blaukat Finesse Throwback jigs in at Tackle Warehouse now. They got sold out a couple weeks ago, back in stock now. We got 6 different colors, 3 different sizes, guys. This Finesse Throwback jig, living rubber, hand-tied frog hair skirt, absolutely the best little finesse jig you will ever use. Great for wintertime fishing. I'll put this throwback Power Finesse jig in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video if you guys would like to order one. And also, guys, thank you very much for everybody that's taken time to subscribe here to the channel. Really appreciate that. Free and easy to do so if you haven't done that. And thank you very much for the support. Me and my family really appreciate everybody helping out the channel here. Okay, guys, I don't know if you're aware of it. There's been a lot covered on it, but last May, I believe it was, there were several people killed during a boating accident during a MLF event on Smith Lake in Alabama, where a tournament contestant ran over a guide boat, and a tragic accident. It's been all over the news. And in light of that, a lot of the survivors' families of the people that were killed were filing lawsuits against the MLF and the angler that ran over them as a result of the fatalities. And what we've seen specifically over the past 3 or 4 months that was towards the summer and fall tournaments is a lot of tournament directors and tournament organizations that have had events scheduled around the country have canceled those events due to potential liability issues. Because, I'm not sure what, type of lawyers, the stable of lawyers that the big tournament organizations have, but something like that could completely ruin, a smaller tournament organization. So a lot of these guys that have been put in these tournaments have begun canceling the events out of the concerns about potential liability issues. Now, we've seen this a lot. Guys, this is, one of the things about bass tournaments, this is nothing new as far as the potential for danger. I don't think a lot of people realize how, if you sign up for a bass tournament, guys, bass tournaments can be extremely dangerous. I have been in several tournaments where there's been fatalities due to boat wrecks and different type of situations. Anytime that you're dealing with a boat that runs 70 miles an hour, that is a freaking potential death trap, because people do not give boats the respect they deserve for being dangerous. And when you have a combination of potential accidents that come from just some type of driver error, boating accidents, people not paying attention, you know how it is on a busy lake. And then you got situations like bad weather, you got big waves, you got lightning storms, you got hypothermia issues that people fall over in the water during cold water. Bass tournaments are dangerous. A lot of people do not realize that, but there's a lot can go wrong. And there's a lot of different potential liability issues that can occur at a tournament. And that's beginning to shut some of these tournaments down. So as a result, what needs to happen with this? And I'll sort of give you my opinion with it. First of all, I don't ever think it's right to put somebody else's life in jeopardy. It's like when you're in a tournament that has like a co-angler or an observer or another partner in the boat with you, you have a tremendous amount of responsibility for the safety of that person, whoever's driving the boat. So ideally, in a perfect world for tournaments, every single tournament would have one person in the boat. It'd be a solo event, just like what they have here in Missouri. They got this new series called the Solo Pro Series, which I'm going to be fishing some of the qualifiers for those this year. And if you put one person in the boat, you eliminated a lot of potential liability just within your own boat. So tournament organizations, in my opinion, we need to figure out a way to format these events where there's only one person in the boat. And on top of that, it's like when you sign up for that, let's say, for example, that they create that scenario where it's just one person in the boat, there has got to be some type of release that you sign that basically does not hold the tournament organizations responsible. Because let's say, for example, there is a tournament that goes out there and a thunderstorm comes up, or maybe there's some bad weather predicted, or there's high wind advisories on the lake or something like that, and the tournament director decides to let you go, which we used to all the time. We used to go out in bad weather all the time. Now, if it looks like it's going to rain, they cancel tournaments. Liability situation. But there needs to be some type of a release that completely releases the tournament director and the tournament organization from responsibility of any accident that happens from that particular event. And knowing this, it's like when you sign up for that event, this is something that you agree to, and if you're put into a situation, let's say, for example, there's a high wind warning out, and we fish in high wind warnings all the time in practice and don't think anything about it. Let's say that you got this high wind advisory, wind's supposed to blow 30, 35 miles an hour, and those people sign the release. They have the choice whether they want to go out or not. It's like once they sign that release, they don't have to go out. If they don't think they can handle it, or they're scared of their safety, they can stay on the bank. They don't have to go out. But the people that want to go out, let them go out with that. I've seen this situation over and over again where some people do not want to go out, and other people say, like myself, let's go. I'm up for anything with it. The only thing that I do not like is lightning. Lightning is one of those variables that you don't have a lot of control over. So this is something that the tournament organizations are really scared about this now. That's why you see Bassmaster and MLF, it's very easy for them to cancel or delay a tournament. They don't think a second about it. There's more delays right now and cancellations of days than I've ever seen. Back, like I said, 30 years ago, we had never got days canceled. I mean, it was like all the time. We went out in any condition that you went out in. And I sort of like that, because I think that going out in those elements, it really tests you. And it's a true sign of professionalism when you go out in adverse conditions, but nobody should be forced to go out in there. If you don't want to go out in it, you don't have to go out in it, but you sign the release in case you do, that you're not going to hold anybody responsible. That's just the reality of tournament fishing. It is a dangerous sport, and people don't give it credit for how dangerous it is. And it's only people that have been in the sport a long time and been there and done that and seen that realize the potential for danger that it has. So just another one of those deals. Some sports are inherently dangerous and others aren't. And bass fishing is one of them, because there's a lot of variables that can get you in trouble. So, guys, let me know what you all think about it. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll talk later.